Today on Board Games and Brews, we celebrate Halloween with the hide-and-seek horror game Hako Onna, and we sample a true taste of Arizona with Bloody Basin by Butte, a bourbon whose namesake is just as violent and frightening as the game we've paired it with. You'll need your wits about you this Halloween. When the Hako Onna plays hide-and-seek, she plays for blood. I'm Bryce Castle, and this is another Board and Brew for you. Hako Onna is a terrifying one-versus-all game of hide-and-seek that pits 2 to 4 players against the frightening and tragic Hako Onna, the girl in the box whose life was cut violently short during one horrifying night of murder and fear. As trespassers of her abandoned house, you've just become trapped inside as her guests. The only way out is to work together as you play hide-and-seek against the Hako Onna. Trust me when I tell you, this is the deadliest game of hide-and-seek you'll ever play. Now when I say this game is terrifying, I'm not bullshitting you. Just look at some of this fucking artwork. It's downright nightmarish. No judgment if you bring an extra pair of underwear to this game night. Okay, well, maybe a little judgment. Pussy. Guests will take turns moving between rooms, using their items, or uncovering clues. They need to traverse cautiously though. Before a guest can take a turn, they must first avoid making noise. They attempt this by stacking a disc on the noise meter. A successful placement means you've been able to move about quietly. If you cause the stack to topple though, then you've made noise, and now the Hako Onna gets to take a turn. There are 3 different levels of difficulty players can choose from when it comes to avoiding noise. There's also an alternate card system you can use, but trust me, it's nowhere near as fun. Stick to stacking. During the Hako Onna's turn, she may do a number of things, including move, draw from her power deck in exchange for giving up her position, or use one of her special powers so long as they're unlocked. The Hako Onna's powers are unlocked by chance as guests explore the house. Each power gives the Hako Onna serious advantages, and the more she has, the more powerful she becomes. Much of what the Hako Onna does requires her guests to close their eyes. Think you figured out where a key item is or where the Hako Onna might be? You might want to think again before turning over that tile. When it comes to the guests, this game is brutal and unforgiving as fuck. The Hako Onna's goal is to kill you all, or at least trap you inside the house forever, and this game makes it so incredibly easy for her. You flip her tile over while exploring, you die. Use an item at the wrong time, you die. Make noise at the wrong time, you die. And if the Hako Onna removes all the key items you need from the board, she's trapped you inside, and well, basically, you die. With sure death breathing down your neck, you're gonna need a little something to calm those nerves, and we've got just the brew to do it. Bloody Basin is a hard-hitting, delightfully sweet, repeatedly distilled bourbon brought to you by Butte Distillery located in Prescott, Arizona. Butte opened their doors in 2013 and quickly put Arizona on the map with its award-winning bourbon, along with several other spirits. The old wives' tale about bourbon only counting as bourbon if it's made in Kentucky isn't true, but even if it was, Butte's Bloody Basin would be giving that claim a serious run for its money. Central Arizona is rich with history from the Old West. Some good, some bad, and some ugly. Butte doesn't shy away from a damn thing. Bloody Basin takes its name from the Battle of Turret Creek in 1873. Butte invites you to face and consider the harsh realities of a brutal and complicated history as you enjoy a glass of this amazing bourbon. The journey your palate takes with each sip is expansive. The 91 proof beverage kicks like a mule, but the sweetness of honey and their 74% corn mash soon overtake. Butte uses only the finest Arizona-grown ingredients in the mash, and the quality becomes very apparent here. This is followed by an aftertaste of vanilla, wine-soaked white oak, subtle rye, and the warmness of leather. One sip of this repeatedly filtered and distilled whiskey, and you'll know why Butte has described it as art you can drink. The bloody violence that both Hako Onna and Bloody Basin are rooted in make this one gory combo sure to satisfy your next haunted game night. So now that your nerves are settled, you can focus on beating the Hako Onna and making it out alive. To do this, you'll either need to crack the safe, grab the keys, and find the secret exit, lay the Hako Onna to rest by reuniting her remains with her favorite doll, or take her out by going head-to-head using her weakness against her. Be careful with that last one though. Take on the Hako Onna with the wrong item, and, you guessed it, you die. While Hako Onna is technically an elimination game, players who die aren't out just yet. They simply switch teams. Anyone killed by the Hako Onna removes their meeple and begins playing as a vengeful Hakabito, working with the Hako Onna on her turn to finish off the rest of the guests from there on out. Like I said, brutal and unforgiving as fuck. The more players die, the less chance remaining players have to live. This game is definitely designed in the Hako Onna's favor, but anyone familiar with Japanese horror will know that that's the entire point. Like its cinematic counterparts, Hako Onna tells the tale of a violent tragedy so horrific that the ghosts left behind have nothing but wrath, vengeance, and death to guide them. Happy endings are hardly afforded here. When playing Hako Onna as guests, you're supposed to feel anxiety, despair, and hopelessness as you give it your all to make it through. never knowing how close you are to your own frightening and nearly inevitable demise at the hands of the spirits who haunt the house. While not as complex or expansive as other one versus all games in the horror genre, Hako Onna delivers a truer sense of fright by tapping into your actual anxieties as you play the game. Mixed in with the artwork that's likely going to keep you up at night, and you have yourself one scary experience in the shape of a board game. Another round of Bloody Basin? Yeah, I thought so. For more information on Hako Onna, visit WizKids.com. And if you want to try the award-winning Bloody Basin, check out Butte's online store to have it shipped to wherever you are. Or better yet, come see the distillery yourself. Tours, tastings, dining, live music, and art walks await you. For a terrifying night of delicious and frightening fun, give Hako Onna and Bloody Basin a try. Board Games and Brews wants to wish you a fantastic Halloween. If either the board or brew we featured today grabbed your interest, links for more information can be found in the description below. For Board Games and Brews, I'm Bryce Castle, and make sure you keep your guard up for any vengeful spirits lurking in the dark wherever you are. Hopefully we'll catch you at the table next time. That is, of course, if you can survive the night.